to another video. This is not going to be a normal video. This whole week is not going to be really normal on my channel. Maybe the next couple of weeks, because the world's really not normal right now, is it? Things are getting weird. Things are getting a little scary. I think a lot of us are getting out of our comfort zone a lot. I just want to help. I think that we should all be doing our part to help in these like really weird, really kind of scary times. So I had an epiphany, and I feel that this is the best way that I can think of for me to help right now, other than not really leave my apartment and not make other people susceptible. A lot of people are being sent to work from home, and that's a huge routine change for a lot of people. It is serious. I know that it's not something that is comfortable. So I wanted to see if I could help you guys. I've been working from home for nearly 2 years now. So I wanted to kind of share some tips with you guys who have been sent home and have to work from home for the first time, to see if I can make the transition a little bit easier for you guys. So let's just dive into some tips. It's not gonna be anything crazy. I'm just gonna go through them real quick and see if they can help you. And if they do, leave me a comment below. And if I forgot anything, if you've worked from home like I have for a long time, leave me a comment below. You're gonna be working, so you need to get ready for work. If you're used to waking up at a certain time in the morning, you need to wake up at that time to at least start out. So even if you normally have a really long commute, I recommend going ahead and waking up at the time that you would normally be getting up for work. That will help you feel like you are still in a routine. You know, if you normally get up and do your makeup and do your hair, I recommend at least starting out, get up at the normal time, get up, do your makeup and do your hair. Get ready for work. Put on work clothes and get actually ready for work. So when I started working from home, this was a huge help for me. So as soon as I would get up in the morning, I would put on work clothes, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy. I mean, just change out of your pajamas and put on something that's gonna make you feel like you're about to do something, because that will actually help your brain get into the mindset of, okay, it's not sleep time anymore, it's work time now. My second tip is definitely super duper important. You definitely want to designate a workspace. So I know a lot of us don't have an office because we don't plan to be working from home. So what you'll want to do is set up, even maybe it's at your kitchen table. You want to make sure there aren't any plates, any mail, any distractions. That is something that you want to deal with outside of work time, something that you wouldn't normally deal with at work. You want to make sure that that's not around you. So you want to designate a spot that you are working from. I recommend this not be your couch or your bed, because your brain associates relaxation with couches and beds that you normally sit on. So I would recommend making sure that you're sitting upright in a focused position the way you normally would if you're working. And if you're normally standing throughout your workday, I recommend standing up a lot throughout when you're working from home. You can stand up and type, you know what I'm saying? So just make sure that you have a designated workspace. To be honest, guys, we don't know how long we're all gonna be working from home. It's really important that you have a space designated for your work, so that when you walk into that designated space, your brain is like, okay, it's work time. My next tip is actually 2 tips in 1. I truly recommend that you consider phone calls over emails. I know that my generation specifically, I know that I think all of us hate phone calls. We all do. None of us want to pick up the phone. None of us want to get a phone call. I know a lot of people that don't even check their voicemails, which blows my mind. But at this time, you will find that you're gonna save a lot of time by just calling someone. Get out of your comfort zone and call that person. You're gonna get a lot more done, and your stress level is gonna go way down if you're not waiting for an email to go through or to come back. So definitely consider picking up the phone. And that does lead into my next one. I know a lot of people working from home are teachers right now. I know that you can't just be calling every single student, so especially for your lessons. So I want to recommend utilizing YouTube or other video software. If you, for instance, record a video on your smartphone or something, normally you can share that right to YouTube, and you can actually set that to private, which is, well, you can set it to unlisted. So basically that means that nobody is gonna see that video unless they specifically search for it. So if you share the link to your unlisted video with your students or with whoever needs to see it, then they will have specific access to that, and you won't have to worry about other people finding that random video on YouTube. So I highly recommend using that if you need to share to a large audience. And then YouTube's great because it has a comments feature. So if you want to even utilize a Facebook page and put that YouTube link on there, then your students can comment on Facebook, and you can utilize social media in that way. Of course, you can use emails for things that aren't urgent, but if it's something you need to get done, like for instance, if someone has a question, give them a call. It's really gonna help them out, and it's gonna help you out. It'll really reduce your stress, I promise. My last tip is to make sure that you are taking breaks throughout your day away from your workspace. I recommend getting some fresh air if you can, and if you feel safe going outside and getting some fresh air. So what I usually do through the day is, maybe for every 2 hours of focus that I put into work, I'll walk out of my office, come out into my living room, maybe go on my balcony. I'll take a lunch break and walk my dog. Make sure that you are taking breaks away from your workspace, because that's gonna help your brain recharge a little bit. When you do work from home, a lot of people think it's like la-di-da. It's so fun, like you don't even really have to do anything. But the truth is, it's actually a huge mental strain, because you're fighting off a lot of distractions. You're fighting off the fact that it's a lot harder for your brain to actually get into work mode. You also have to use that mental capacity that you don't normally have to use to get creative of how you're gonna efficiently communicate with people that you're not in face-to-face communication with. So it's really, really important to actually get up out of your workspace, walk out of that workspace. I recommend walking fully out of the room that you're in. Make sure you're taking breaks, guys, or else you will get so burned out while you're working from home. Take breaks. Trust me on this one. Take breaks. So those are all my tips for now. I am making a series out of this. It's gonna be called How to Be Alone. And I'm just coming at you from a perspective of somebody who has worked from home for nearly 2 years now. I am also an introvert, so I spend a lot of time alone and am able to entertain myself a lot. I have no issue with not seeing people. I will be posting more videos like this throughout this week, and I hope that I can give y'all some tips to help you feel like you're not so stir crazy. So keep checking back here. Definitely make sure to subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you get notified once I post. I hope that my content can at least help you guys a little bit, feel a little better about the situation. And I just want to let everybody out there know that I am praying for y'all. I think that the best way to get through this is to get through it together. Let's do this, guys. We got this. Leave me a comment below, okay? Let me know if these help you at all throughout this time, and I look forward to hearing back from you guys. Okay? Okay. Bye. Bye.